Hey there, it's Jerry Fleming again, coming at you with Ser Divino. This is bottle number 26 for us. Before I get started on it, I'd like to just say please follow us at Ser Divino on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I believe we have about 10 videos out right now, and we have a bunch more coming. We're going to have one for each bottle I'm tasting, so it should be over 100 by the time I'm done with this whole entire 50-day excursion. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank everyone that has helped and supported me throughout this whole entire adventure. So to get started then, Val Serrano. It was another suggestion by the Vinoteca, the man who worked there, named Adelanto, Adi. Thank you again, Adi. You definitely helped me refine my knowledge of wines a little bit better. You are amazing. Thank you so much for not gaffing me on the price either. So the Val Serrano is made with, I believe 90%, they actually said Tempranillo grapes, so classic Spanish grape, pretty much grows like a weed out here. And then they have Mezuelo grapes as well, but like 10% they said. So I haven't really tried any of those, I believe, so I'm really looking forward to trying this one. It's aged in Crianza style as well. So that means American and French oak barrels. That's aged for at least 1 year in that, and then it sits in the bottle for another, I think another year or something like that. At least 2 years age process. From this one, I'm just gonna guess that it has a little bit spicy cherry taste to it, like it always does. He said that it was, he typically liked a little more elegant wines, and by that he means just very simple taste, it doesn't explode in your mouth like all of these ones do. You just get that bright color, or your bright flavor, just boom, right in your mouth, the acidity and all of that. Like, it didn't typically get that. So I'm looking forward to try this one because he seemed like he definitely had the stuff. He knew what he was talking about. So let's pour it up. I'd like to say thank you to Venturi for making our wine tasting experience that much better. If we didn't have this, we would have to sit around for a long time and probably be drinking a lot of tannins and sulfites. So thank you again, Venturi. You've been a great help. Alrighty, so let's get started. Alright, so this is a 2014. We've tasted a lot of 2014 wines actually. For some weird reason, I think that was just a great year for the climate and everything in Spain. For the Ramon Bilbao, 2014 is absolutely delicious. This one was suggested by him. He handpicks all of his bottles of wine, so I mean it has to be good for something. So he really highly suggested this. I was trying to get the cheaper bottles, and he's like, dude, I understand you're on vacation and you can't afford to be splurging on absolutely everything. So I really appreciate that. I can already tell it definitely has a lot more legs, typically like a white wine. Yeah, definitely leggy. Not super leggy. I don't know if you can see this right here, but yeah, there's a few little things. It's hard to catch this with the glare and everything, I know, but if you just want to try to take a look, definitely has some sort of leg action going on. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit sweeter. He said, just because it's more elegant doesn't mean it's not going to be complex. It's going to be a lot of hidden flavors inside here, which I'm looking forward to discovering. So let's give it the old sniff. Oh, and you can definitely tell about the oakiness from just this, that rim around the edge is definitely a little bit brown, a lot brown actually. I can definitely tell this. And then, what else? The whole entire wine is definitely a little bit lighter colored in general. I could actually see through it, like right now. That's not really typical of the reds we've been trying, so I'm guessing the Mezuelo grapes or Tempranillo grapes, when they're mixed with those, because they're already pretty light, the Tempranillo, gives it that extra little lightness. So maybe it's a little white or green grape or something like that, or I heard they like to use younger grapes typically for this, but it's actually for this one they use perfectly ripened grapes, so they claim. So, oh my goodness, yeah, I'm getting something else, not just the typical cherry spice. Oh yeah, there's another red fruit in there, I think. Proud of you guys. Definitely some raspberry notes almost. I'm getting some like something sweet like that. Some sweet, a little sour bits. And right now I'm just smelling it, giving the old sniff test, snifter. It's quite delicious actually. Ooh. All right, my favorite part now. Yep, very bright, colorful on the palate. Wow, that is a lot going on in that sip. It definitely acidic, right on the roof of my mouth a little bit. Usually with these ones, I definitely taste the acidity like all around the edges right here, almost making me drool a little bit from how sour and like acidic it is. But this one is just like right on the roof of my mouth, making it a little bit more bearable to drink, honestly. So with that being said, I can definitely see it being with like a very like a lamb, or like a goat, or even venison, something gamey, something that has like that sort of, I don't know, that little bit of gamey. Oh, a duck would be perfect with this. Like, I'm talking high class here, but foie gras, oh my gosh, I can totally picture some foie gras on a cracker with this thing on there. I'm getting a little bit of vinegary, honestly, smell to it, which it doesn't mean it's a bad wine. It means that like it's literally been just aged for quite some time, and it adds that little complex flavor to it. Maybe that's the sour acidity I was talking to you about. It's quite delicious actually. It goes with this perfectly. Vinegary taste. It's like a toasted, oaky vinegar like wine. I really like it. You know, I can picture also like a red berry like flavors are in this. Like a lot of red berries, there's like not strawberry, but is it cherries? Obviously, you can't get away from cherries when you're in the Spanish regions. Honestly, it just smells like that everywhere, and then a lot of spices in there. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's made in the Rioja region. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Let's get a good look at the bottle right here. All right, 2014, like I said, a very good year for Spanish wine. If you ever just see a Spanish based wine from 2014, even the cheaper ones are going to be a lot better quality. I definitely suggest Crianza if you see that. If you like the bold, woody, just in your face, it kind of just explodes in your mouth when you have it. Even with this aeration process and getting all the flavor unlocked, still can totally picture that. Like, whew, is delicious. I definitely really like this one. This one's probably one of my tops, honestly, I would have to say, for Crianza at least. Definitely, I would actually not be afraid to say this is one of my favorite Spanish wines over Baronia and Ramon Bilbao. I know I keep on saying those ones are absolutely great, but I think this is definitely exceeds those for sure. It has a little bit more mild acidity to it than both those other ones. So I can definitely picture drinking this a little bit slower, but it has that like less bold, more elegant taste that Adi was talking about in the store. I appreciate him choosing out this one actually. It opened up my mind. I'm gonna have to try some more Mossuello based wines. I think that's it for my flavor profiling and everything. I really appreciate you watching. Please follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm constantly trying to put up as much as I can as I'm like on vacation. So it's been wonderful just being able to do this. It's been a great experience. I learned a lot from about wines, myself, and all the Spanish culture. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Salud.